feeling just kind of bored hanging out in my car, and I haven't ever done a video in my car before, so I decided to just give it a shot. One of my kiddos is in the midst of an activity and I don't really want to be in the crowded lobby, so I'm hanging out in the hot car instead. And then my shirt is so bright, it's like shining up onto my face. Anyway, hope you all had a good summer solstice yesterday, maybe still feeling those vibes today, June 21st. I decided to pull a tarot card today because I have my tarot cards in my bag with me, and I'm just putting this out there that I enjoy tarot cards as kind of a mindfulness tool. I notice what's happening mentally and emotionally for me whenever a card comes up, and it helps me with like intentions and story about, you know, the narrative of my life and my past and my future, but I don't try to like predict the future with it. I don't like practice what you might call divination, and even with spells kind of stuff, I enjoy putting cards out there with like incense and with crystals and different things, but all of it I kind of just take it as being a personally supportive practice, and maybe it doesn't do anything beyond that, and maybe that's enough, because who doesn't need just a little bit more support in their lives, even if it's from just some beautiful artwork on some cards and helping me process some mental and emotional stuff. So I guess I'm just prefacing it that way, and I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with people who use tarot to try to I don't know, practice lots of different things in their own ways and their own stuff. I just I don't want people to tell me how to do what I do, and I'm not going to tell other people how to do what they do. Hopefully we're all just supporting each other though as well. So this tool has been supportive to me. If it is supportive and interesting to you, great. And if not, you can just turn the video off. You can move on, no worries. And I hope you have a great, wonderful day, truly. If you're interested in just kind of, okay, I'm pulling a random card, I'm just shuffling these cards around in my hand. It's the Pagan Otherworlds tarot deck. There's a cool one right there. I'm not done though. I'm not actually going to pull that one. I mean, maybe I will, but I'm not done pulling. So I'm just going to do a random card. We'll see what happens and have fun with it. Okay. We've got our king here, King of Pentacles. So these cards, yeah, they're kind of like the King Arthur times, right? We're talking about the mashup of Christianity and paganism and what comes out of it after all of that struggle. And there's yeah, so this is the kind of like the time fiction depicted, right? So time period depicted. So with our King of Pentacles, we've got a lot of earthiness. We've got a lot of connection to the ground and stability. And with the King, it's like, I have that. I have a lot of abundance. I have a connection to my roots, to my power, to my worth and value in the world. And then I'm going to go out and use it. And hopefully, if we're being intentional in using this idea in maybe a more constructive way and mindful practice, right? Using that abundance and that offering of being rooted in what and who I am, my groundedness, then I'm using that to help other people. And I'm using it to support others, because with the King of Pentacles, there's kind of enough abundance to share, and enough of kind of, I know what is working for me, and then maybe it will work for others too. And so that's where a lot of the King energy can get maybe a little bit more negative, and we could check in with ourselves like, okay, am I actually using my abundance and using what I have to keep me secure and stable in the world? Am I just like hoarding it, or using it even as a manipulation tool? Am I misusing it? Am I not actually doing what's in my highest and best with what I have? And checking in with that. I'm trying to be a loyal, diligent leader with our Pentacles suit. There's that loyalty and diligence, the follow through and stability, security, value, all those kinds of keywords. So am I using that to help myself feel empowered and grow, and then help grow something bigger than myself and help others with it in a way that's not just like virtue signaling or whatever that can become really abusive, or I know what's best for you, so I'm just going to give this to you even though you're not asking for it. So all of that could become messy with our King of Pentacles. So anywho, maybe some of that resonates with today. Maybe that's something interesting to consider and think about. If you have an exercise practice, you have a yoga practice, you're wanting to go out and burn some energy today, doing yard work with Pentacles is really great. Having an intention maybe to consider your groundedness, your rootedness, your value, and how you're sharing that, what you're producing with it and creating with it as you're moving through the day. So that's how I use the tarot. And yeah, I really hope you have a great day, great weekend, beautiful, warm, lovely June where I'm at. And if you want to practice with me at Full Circle Yoga and Therapy in Salt Lake City, Utah, I would love to see you there. Okay, bye.